Yo, 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 what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined once again by the man himself, Mixologist, a professional wrestler, Mr. Chemical.
Oh, man.
Whew. It's been a weekend. It's been a week, man.
It's been a weekend, man, and Friday has capped it off.
Man.
We're here for your spoiler-free version of, we're here for your Spider-Man spoiler-free version of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
I'm just saying, bro. Do you see all those fingers pointing at each other? You see all those fingers pointing at each other? That meme? You see that meme?
What?
I ain't saying nothing else. I ain't saying nothing else about the movie. If you ain't seen the movie, go see it. I'm telling you right now. Take some tissue because you're gonna be crying.
Wrestling fans, you're gonna love this movie. All I'm gonna let you know is that the Green Goblin is a fan of Arn Anderson.
Bro.
Right?
Hey, I'm just saying, when I saw that, I was like, bro.
I was like, well done.
Well done, sir.
And for those of you that forgot that William Dafoe is the shit as the Goblin, you about to be reminded.
Stole the fucking show.
Golly.
I'm gonna go see it again tomorrow just because.
Man,
I saw it on Wednesday night, right after we did the last podcast. I rushed out to go see it, and yes, you're right, Shane. Shane is right. He was the best Green Goblin ever.
Yes, yes, sir.
Man, I'm telling you. I mean, I ain't trying to spoil the movie or nothing like that, but goddamn.
But y'all need to go see it so we can talk about it.
Man, I just tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, take a tissue because you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. Did you know that Tom Holland and Zendaya are an actual couple?
What?
Hey, I heard as I was watching Denise Salcedo and Luke Owen, DAD today on their show. He also does a review show for Cineworld.
Okay.
And he got to interview Tom Holland and Zendaya, and he called himself Tom Dolan. So
wow. Okay.
It was really funny. But he was like, yeah, they're an actual couple. So wow. Actual couple.
He's shooting all that weapon up in there.
You do know that tonight, GCW is in LA.
Yes, I did know that.
And our boy Byron Color is going ahead and he's dropping some knowledge. But they will also be back February 25th and 26th doing a double show with LA Fights. Man, whoo-wee. I'm flying down to go to the GCW show. I'm about to tell him right now. Let's go.
I may be wrong, but I do believe that the Maharaja of MMA, the philosopher of fisticuffs, the professor of pugilistics, the Fijian phenom himself, Dr. Adam King, I think he might be at the show.
Oh, well, man. So look, let's make plans right here, right now on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Look, I just sent my boy Byron Color, CCK. He's a member of the Roundtable Pro. He's a member of BodySlam.net. I just sent him right now a tweet that said, let's go. I'll be there. Let's go. Make plans. The 24th, 25th, 26th, February. Bro, the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast can do a live show from there.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, at least in LA, shit. I'll be in LA. I'll bring my iPad, my laptop. Let's do it.
Got everything.
I'm gangsta. I'll book my flight tonight. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get on this craziness. Let's just talk about first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
Did you watch Rampage?
I did watch Rampage.
Okay, so I'm about to make this right now. This announcement. They're gonna send Hook on Christmas Day.
Oh, it sounds like a good Christmas present if you ask me. Are they gonna bring him to ringside in a box?
No. Worse. They're sending Hook after a bear.
Oh.
Bear Bronson, as a matter of fact. Hook is challenging. Hook's gonna remember last week I said, and I said this on Twitter. I said to everybody on Twitter who was blowing up, they're blowing smoke. Oh my God, Hook is so great. Hook is so great. Hook is the godsend of wrestling. Hook's good. His debut was great against Fuego. But now, I said it last week. I'm going to say it right here. Probably going to get a lot of heat. Who cares? If Hook is so great, test him against somebody. Put him against Daniel Garcia. Put him against Bobby Fish. Put him against Kyle O'Reilly. Put him against CM Punk. So what they do? They one-upped me. I want them to go against someone that's super technical, Bryan Danielson. They said no. Let's throw a bear at his ass. So Christmas Day, Saturday the 25th, live on the Holiday Bash, AEW, they sent Hook to get a bear.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he takes down a bear, his little brother Otis might have to come show up.
If he takes down a bear, if Hook, 3 minutes into a match, taps this big-ass dude out, I will become a hooker. I will jump on the Hook train.
Man,
I'll be down on Slauson and Figueroa.
It's going to take more than 2 matches for me. It'll take more than 2 matches.
I mean, look, I get that. It took more than 2 movies for me to like William Dafoe as the Green Goblin. I'm just saying. So look,
if they give him the Goldberg treatment, they give him 100-0 or 87-0 or
oh my god,
whatever it's supposed to be.
91-0 or some crap like that.
Yeah, because in AEW, it is all about your win-loss record.
Hey, wins and losses matter, bro.
Yeah,
wins and losses matter. So yeah, so let's get into it. Look, is Hook gonna hook the bear? I don't know, Shane. I don't know, man. But let's get into this AEW Dynamite, man. I mean, this AEW Rampage started off with a bang.
It started off with a banger of a bang.
I mean, that's the way AEW is, man. They start off, the AEW just bangs it out.
So what do we like about AEW? It's a 1-hour show about Rampage. Mm-hmm. It's a 1-hour show. You get 4 solid matches. Not a whole lot of backstage. Not a whole bunch of recap packages. They're minimal on the picture-in-picture. So we get a lot of good in-ring action. That's exactly what we got tonight.
Now, I will say that I'm not really too happy with certain matches. Well, one match in particular, and I tweeted out about it. But I'm not gonna elaborate too much on it until we get to it. But let's go to the first match. What were your thoughts on the first match?
So I want to go to the last match, and you know why?
Yeah. Okay. If we're gonna go to the last match, I gotta say this, and I said it on Twitter. Finally, someone shut Mark Henry's ass up. I was so excited. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. So excited. Okay, Eddie Kingston is the man. He was like,
"Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Do your thing, Mark. Do your thing. Let's just go. Let's go, partner. Let's go." I was like, "Get it.
Get out of it. Let's just go."
Hey.
So first match of the night, we had Adam Cole. We had the Super Elite. We had
and Bobby Fish
versus the Best Friends.
Wait. The Super Elite and Bobby Fish, because he ain't part of the Super Elite. They made that very clear on Dynamite. So there's a little dissension in the ranks right there.
Correct.
Now, I will say this, and I said it on our review on Wednesday.
There's a trademark pending.
Wait a second before you go there.
Okay.
I said it on the review on Monday. He said, "Say less." So here it is. Trent's going to turn. Trent is going to turn, and I don't know if he's going to go with the Elite, but Trent hates Wheeler Yuta. He fucking hates Yuta. If you notice, while they were out there, when the Best Friends came out, Wheeler Yuta came out first, and Yuta was trying to cool off Trent. Trent was like, "Get the fuck out of here." Yeah. So I'm saying it right here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, live on bodyslam.net. It's going to happen. Trent is going to fucking turn on the Best Friends. Okay, shoot.
So we got Adam Cole. Sorry, we have the Super Elite and Bobby Fish versus Orange Cassidy, Rocky Romero, and the Best Friends. And they're not pushing or pubbing Orange Cassidy as one of the pillars of AEW, but they sure as hell give this dude a lot of shine, a lot of limelight in his matches. I mean, they give him all his spots. They give him all his accolades. So he's definitely a star in there.
I kind of agree. I mean, I'm really hesitant to agree, but I agree somewhat, I should say. I do believe that Orange Cassidy is Orange Cassidy's the real deal. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just the whole lazy kicks and the when he gets going and he hits that Superman punch or that Orange Crush punch, whatever the hell it calls it, the orange creamsicle, whatever the fuck they call the move.
Orange Crush punch.
Yes. Yeah, the Orange Crush. There you go. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I like when he gets going. And I like the fact that he did him and Nick did a massive lucha spot.
They did.
Even with the lucha arm drag with his hands in his pocket.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick too.
Dude is athletic as hell. I'm gonna give him that for real.
He's a phenomenon. I'll tell you that.
Well, so Orange Cassidy, from a lot of his indie stuff and a lot of his early stuff, it was a comedy act almost. It was a comedy act. And it's since he's been in AEW that he's really turned it up a few notches and really gotten more intense and really started wrestling some serious matches and getting in some real offense. I mean, hell, even breaking character and getting on the mic. Exactly. So that's what we're getting to see out of Orange Cassidy. Bobby Fish looked really strong in this match. The Bucks hit their usual spots, with Adam Cole. We got the triple super kick. We got lots of bodies flying and top rope maneuvers. And I thought there was a spot where one of the Bucks was hanging upside down off the ropes.
Yeah, that's the dive spot they do.
Yeah, and he did the dive spot. And
Matt holds the rope so Nick can dive over.
It almost looked like they were going to try and do a modified Meltzer driver on somebody, but that's not what happened. It was a dive spot.
Oh no, that's their spot. They do that all the time.
Yeah,
that's their key spot.
And then the match came to a close when so Trent hit his reverse pile driver, if you will, and got the pin and for the 1, 2, 3, and everybody celebrated in the ring.
Can I just tell you, Trent looks fucking awesome.
It looks great.
He's toned himself up.
Yeah.
He's bulked up. He's shaved off his hair. He has that intensity with him. That he hit that huge spear on the outside.
Yep.
Came in with those stiff clotheslines. He had the hot tag and he ran the gambit. He ran roughshod. He beat the shit out of them. And the tag spot with him and Rocky, Rocky's been amazing since the Cubanito days.
Yeah.
I was fortunate to work a match with Rocky a couple of times, and he's such a great mind for the business, and he's so fluid and so smooth everything he does. It was a phenomenal match. That's all I got to say. It was a great match. It was a great way to open the show because that's the way AEW does. AEW opens the show with heat all the time.
Any chance I get to see Roppongi Vice, I'm happy.
That's right. RPG.
We didn't get the music, but we got Roppongi Vice.
We didn't get Sue either, which kind of screwed up.
We didn't get Sue either.
Did you see Sue's tweet today?
I did not.
Okay. So Sue is working out. Sue is she's out in the yard and she's got the bar. She's got she's I can't think what kind of bar it was, but it had two big ass I don't know if they're milk jugs or whatever on the side, and she was fucking just going, she was doing it. And then you hear in the background, "Hey mom, what are you doing?" She was like, getting ready for the Bucks. It was just so funny because she was so intent, right?
Yeah.
She was like, getting ready for the Bucks. And then it goes off, right? And the Bucks had tweeted, Sue will end your career in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So now Sue is feuding with the Bucks on Twitter.
Hopefully it'll end up with a Sue on a pole match.
Oh God, no.
Sue on a forklift match.
Yeah, Sue on a forklift. Oh my God. Please God, don't let it become another WCW. Well, no, Vince Russo was in booking, so thank God. So yeah, it was a great match. Really great match. They highlighted a couple things from Dynamite, and then
we got a Cody sighting.
Wait. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. Who do the fans hate more? And I put it on Twitter. Who do the fans hate more? Do they hate Cody, or do they fucking hate Dan Lambert more? Because when Cody came down, from when Lambert was in the ring running down, Cody and Tony Q was running down Tony Khan, calling him, a liar and all this shit like that, and blah 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 blah. And then Cody's music hits, and the fans start booing a little bit.
Yep.
But then they start cheering. Yeah, Shane, it was near down the middle for both of them. He's right. It was pretty much down the middle because when Cody would grab the mic, the fans would cheer a little bit, and then some fans would start booing. And then Lambert grabbed the mic again, and Lambert almost fell, which was really funny. He grabbed the mic, and right before he got our system again, Cody grabbed the mic back. And then his fans start cheering a little bit. And then Cody grabbed the mic. Lambert grabbed the mic back again. Then Cody grabbed the mic, and he was like, you know what? I got this. He threw the mic, and he just started beating away on both Sky and Ethan Page.
Yeah.
But they were beating Cody's ass. And then Dustin runs down. So, of course, Dustin can't save his brothers, right? So, he runs down. Started getting his ass whooped, too. And then, out of nowhere, Sammy Guevara, your TNT champion, who was facing Cody Rhodes next week on Rampage with the Holiday Edition Night 1 for the TNT Championship. And he came to save them. And he looked over at Cody, and he said, I got you. And he walked away.
Because we're both good guys.
So, no. Here's the thing. People are going to be so pissed off on Christmas Day when Brandy comes dressed as the Grinch. Cody takes that championship. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
But they're both good guys. Cody said so.
You're right. Cody did say they're both good guys.
Cody said we're both good guys.
And guess what? The sun shines on a dog's ass at least once a day.
Sure does.
So, with that being said, Cody's not a fucking good guy. Cody is a guy telling you he's a good guy. If you're a good guy, trust and believe. You ain't got to tell nobody, hey, man, you know what, Julian? I'm such a cool dude. I'm probably the coolest dude you'll ever meet, man. I'm so cool. I'm such a cool dude, man. You know what, Julian? Guess what? I'm a cool dude. Hey, did you hear that I was a cool dude? If I keep telling you that I'm a cool dude, guess what? I might not be a cool dude. You know what I'm saying?
You're a cool dude.
I mean, I'm just saying. Him saying we're good guys. We're both good guys. We're both really good guys. Yeah, one of you guys is gonna be bad. And I'm telling you, if it were me, I'd choose Cody. Cody, did you see the sign? The same sign from Ramp Cody? Yeah, look. And look, Just Exciting says, but I'm exciting. See what I'm saying? Is he exciting, ladies and gentlemen? You can find out. You can find out Saturday. You can find out Sunday, June 2nd, or Sunday, January 2nd, live at the M&M Marketplace. BCW Worldwide presents True Tradition, a legacy fulfilled.
Does Just Exciting have a match?
He is defending the BCW Worldwide Championship against Viento, a luchador from Mexico.
Oh, so are we going to put Just Exciting's lucha skills to work, or is he going to try and control the match in a different style?
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. But I will tell you what I'm doing after this podcast tonight. I'm going to a nightclub to scout my opponent, Buddy Highway. He's performing at a nightclub tonight, and I think I might go beat his ass. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe to be on my Snapchat. Maybe to be on my Twitter. Check me out. Bad Blood Brand on Twitter. You never know. You might see video clips of me beating Buddy Highway's ass. Who knows? You
never know where the franchise player is going to show up, people.
Man, yeah, I'm telling you right now, somebody can get their ass whooped. Anyway,
Somebody gonna get the wig split.
That was my favorite song. Somebody gonna get the ass kicked. Instead of let's get to the main event. Like, shut the fuck up with that, Mark Henry.
Time for talking is over.
Talking is over. I hate that. Oh, thank God for you, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, put that to sleep.
Oh man. So yeah, so we get to the second match. Okay, now I'm not really too excited about this match.
So it's your TBS Women's Title semifinalist match, and it's a submission match.
No. They weren't in a semifinal. They were just in a submission match. Period.
Oh, the submission match. Period.
No, here's the deal. Because the Ty Conti and Anna Jay have heat with the Bunny and Penelope Ford. Now the Bunny is a great worker. You don't get to see that often, but she's really good. Penelope Ford is pretty good too. But a submission specialist, Penelope Ford, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, not really.
This is the match that I said on Twitter, and I'll tell you, like, I was impressed that she was able to get it in, but as for her being the submission specialist and all this other shit, I'm not digging that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not digging it at all. The match was okay. It was really choppy a lot. I mean, even Ty Conti wasn't like, okay. My boy says that I'm a cool dude. Damon says BJ is a cool dude. Bad Blood's a cool dude. So looking out, Damon. Damon's a cool kid. Just saying. That kid is on a scale of 1 to 10. That kid is a 20. Just saying. I'm just saying it's. I gotta explain it to you. I'm used to seeing better matches out of Ty Conti. I mean, she had a great match for the AEW Women's Championship. She stepped up and she showed that she deserved to be there.
Yes.
This match right here was 2 steps back from that match. It was really choppy.
I mean, this match served the only purpose it really served was to set up for another match.
But do you want to see another match?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pushing. We talk about what drives storylines forwards in a movie, and that's bad decisions.
Shane's about to get banned from this chat right here, talking about he hears 3B is a cool tag team.
Speaking truth, man. He's speaking truth.
Shane is truth at the station.
Shane, you keep spitting the hot fire, brother. But this match really, there were some bad decisions made, and all it did was serve to drive forward another storyline. And it was a way for the Bunny to insert herself into this match and to keep things going forward with Ty Conti, or to escalate that tension, if you will.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, it can be what it is. It can be all it can be. You know what I'm saying? It can be great. But in my opinion, I don't want to see the fucking match again. I don't want to see it again. It was too choppy. It was too slow.
Well, we're not
they were working through this match
again. We're going to see Ty Conti and the Bunny at some point.
Well, I mean, of course you'll see them.
It's like the fracturing of a timeline. There's just branches going off, at various angles. Look, so we've got to get to that point.
Stop. You can't keep giving these fans Spider-Man Far From Home references, man. They're going to know.
Right.
We about to spoil it for people. You can't tell them.
Hey, man, everybody they explained timelines in Avengers. Come on.
Yeah.
And Loki, if you're watching Loki.
And if you're watching Hawkeye, too. Hawkeye was damn good.
Real good.
But seriously, man, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. I think it was like 2 steps back. It could have been better. I mean, okay, it could have been better. It was still better than a Zelina Vega match, but I'm just saying. So Ty gets the win with that straight up 6 submission though. That little submission she did was pretty fucking sick. So that was the best part of the match for me. So now that submission, now she tapped her out, now that it's over and done with, we shouldn't have to see that again. I mean, AEW's never been the land of rematch heavy. So let's hope.
But also, we got to see the little submission there. So she's got a little weapon in her arsenal that she might whip out against somebody else.
She's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, man.
Hey, she's a, what do they call it? A pocket knife? I mean, they've got to show all of her various skills,
Oh yeah, she's a survival knife for real.
Yeah.
So then we get to the main event.
I'm sorry. Are we skipping over the gratuitous promotion of the Owen Hart cut?
Oh my God. I was saving that for last.
The friend, the enemy of your enemy is my friend. And since Vince McMahon won't do it, come to us. We'll take care of you. I know there's a lot of you out there that are Owen Hart fans and you love his work and you love the Hart family. This is not Tony Khan being altruistic. This is promotional. This is a blatant fuck you to Vince McMahon. This is, you won't fuck with Vince, come fuck with me. And hey, I know you need some money. So hey, let's go do it over on this side. And that's what I feel. Hey, the views expressed by Julian Smith, by Chemical Julian, are not necessarily those of bodyslam.net or the Pro Wrestling Podcast. But however, from the day this was mentioned, I said, this is a fuck you to Vince McMahon, and this is a let's bring the Harts over. It was just like when Bret Hart debuted the AEW title. Hey, let's just stick it to Vince.
So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to say this. There is nothing wrong with what you're saying because it's all true. But on the flip side, let's just call a spade a spade. WWE has been doing stupid shit for so long. They've been doing some stupid shit that the Hart family doesn't want shit to do with them. So, as a businessman, if I knew that I can do something positive, and it would not only create buzz for my company, which this is pretty much all about,
correct,
but it would also help wrestling fans find a new love.
That's the part I don't agree with.
You don't agree with that?
I don't feel that it's an altruistic. Hey, let's do this for the wrestling fans.
Tony has been doing everything he can for the wrestling fans.
That's the fallout from it. So the wrestling fans will benefit from it, from just the name of Owen Hart and and the wrestling portion of it. But I don't feel that's the root cause for doing it.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I can understand that. I will tell you though. And this is just me, as a professional wrestler, not just as a fan, but as a professional wrestler. I appreciate the fact that Tony Khan has put his best foot forward and put together something like this for wrestling fans. Because AEW is a promotion by a wrestling fan for wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Like Tony books shows, not just for his sick pleasure, like Vince. Not for his abuse of power, like Vince. And ladies and gentlemen, these are the comments of the franchise and not those of Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast or those of bodyslam.net. These are my comments and my comments alone. Fuck Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is an egotistical piece of shit, racist, sexist, stupid fucking old man that is stuck in the 60s trying to run a wrestling company from the 60s. He doesn't want to come into the 90s or even the 2000s to step his game up to run his business. He's so fucking greedy that he will fire a shitload of people after making $500 million on one wrestling show. But here, let me fire some people because, budget cuts. Fuck that. So, Owen Hart was a superstar. And if you watch that Dark Side of the Ring, Vince told him pretty much go up there and do it anyway. Hey, man, that harness is too fucking small for me. I weigh too much. So what? Do it anyway, pal. The kids will like it. There it is. Fuck Vince McMahon. I said that. So with that being said, the Owen Hart Cup is not just a single night tournament for men,
but for women,
but also for women.
Yes.
So we didn't expect it to be like a dual tournament. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's right, Shane, with a capital F.
And
welcome
so,
Bethany into the chat. I haven't seen Bethany in the chat in a long time. Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Hey, Bethany. And so, considering the depth of AEW's roster, this is a benefit for the fans and for the entire roster because it gives everybody a chance to work. I mean, we shouldn't be paying you when you're just like sitting and catering. You might as well get out there and put on a match.
And you know the great thing about it, there are gonna be so many fucking people working the show. It's gonna be so good for each and every individual. And I'm not talking about just people who are signed to AEW. You know, there are gonna be people that aren't signed to AEW that work this show.
Correct.
This is gonna be an opportunity for people who aren't signed to get seen. Like, remember when the Mae Young Classic and they brought all those people in to work the Mae Young Classic?
Yep.
Remember when they brought the Cruiserweight Classic where they brought all these guys from like Germany and the UK and Japan and you know, all these super indie guys, and they had this great tournament. They had a great outlet to show wrestling, you know, like just to show pure wrestling. Speaking of pure wrestling, shout out to our boy Josh Woods. Had a great interview with him the other day, Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion. So go check it out on bysm.net. So all these people, oh my God, really? Sorry, I just saw something that just totally just made me smile. All these people are going to be involved in this big show. It's so many eyes on the product. Think about that.
Oh, maybe we'll get a Jonathan Gresham out there.
You know what? I'm gonna talk to you about that in a minute because I have a fantasy booking that I kind of did with Josh Woods a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the ROH Pure Champion Josh Woods at Battle of the Belts? Because you know he debuted at AEW Dark, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the ROH Pure Wrestling Champion Josh Woods, the man who beat Jonathan Gresham, the Octopus, the current Ring of Honor World Champion. Mm-hmm. Imagine having him defend the ROH Pure Wrestling Championship at Battle of the Belts against someone like Bryan Danielson.
That'd be great.
A former Pure Champion.
Yep.
You know, maybe Daniel Garcia. Maybe even Hook. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly. Maybe Bobby Fish. Maybe Adam Cole, baby. I'm just saying.
The door's open.
Forbidden door. Keep wide the fuck open. Yeah, so I mean, there's so much that can be had, so much that can happen, so many great things that can be explored, you know, with this tournament. And then you got the women too. Think about all the women that could be in this tournament. Oh my God, man, it's gonna be so fucking awesome. So awesome. Anyway, so let me get to this main event.
It's time for the main event.
God damn you. You fucker. I was really sad about this main event. And it wasn't I wasn't sad about the main event because of the beginning or because of the match. I was sad because I didn't get to hear Max Caster.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite part. I mean, it's all about the gang warfare. It's all about gang warfare.
Well, they had a gimmick boombox with a chain around it, so maybe it didn't really work.
Yeah, but
it would have been too heavy if it had the chain around it.
I didn't get to hear Max Caster rap, dude. Like, it's crazy. Jonathan Gresham versus Minoru Suzuki. I didn't get to hear it. And I look, ladies and gentlemen, I love Max Caster. That guy is so fucking awesome.
You can't have it every week, man.
He clowns you, like he clowns you so bad to where you're literally sitting back thinking like, fuck, man, I gotta rethink everything I've ever done in my life now. Like, did I make all the wrong choices in life? Like, that's how good he is.
Rapping every week, so Castler's taking a seat, giving us a break, giving us a week off.
Look, man,
he'll come out with a serious Christmas rap. How about that?
Oh man, I can see it now. Oh my God, you're so funny. Anyway, so this match was, like I said, once again, gang warfare.
Sure was.
I'm here for the gang warfare, man. I'm here for it. I'm here for anything that involves.
Hey, look, people. Man, when you've got Santana and Ortiz and the Lucha Bros and Kenny Kingston, somebody's gonna get the ass whipped. Somebody's gonna get the wig split.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was your and the heels. Oh wait, let's talk about what happened at the end though. So the faces win. No, the heels won.
The heels won.
Mr. Red Death himself, Jay Shell Nicole's future husband, Daniel Garcia, with the roll up, held the tights.
The heels win, and then they dish out a beat down on your.
But wait, before we go any further, this was where the botch happened. Everyone talked about there was a botch on the show. If you pay attention to that pinfall, it was 1, 2. Kingston's shoulder came up. 3.
Yeah.
Bryce made a mistake. That's where the botch came from.
Wow.
So the heels won, and out of nowhere, they beat the shit out of the faces. Yep. And then Jurassic Express and Christian Cage rush the ring, clear everybody out. And I don't know if Jungle Boy like became Jungle Man or whatever, but he is now Jungle Man.
He's Jungle Man.
He's Jungle Man. Hey man, Jungle Man.
Jungle Man.
He picked up the World Tag Team titles and handed it back to the Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros looked at each other like, what the fuck is this shit all about?
So they've got a trios match coming up next week.
And remember what Christian said. He's going to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to make sure that they're going to win the tag team titles. So,
correct.
I don't know. I mean, does that mean that the Lucha Bros are going to be the faces in this and the Jurassic Express are going to turn a major heel? Quite possibly.
What? Luchasaurus can't be a heel.
Jungle Boy's growing facial hair, bro. He's about to be a heel.
Oh, okay.
That's the heel turn right there. Once you grow facial hair, heel turn.
Facial hair, heel turn.
I'm the anomaly. No facial hair, and I'm a heel. What can I say? I got a little bit though. But yeah, so
he has to grow the mirror universe beard.
That's right. There you go again with that multiverse shit. Stop it.
Star Trek, man. Now Star Trek.
What Spider-Man No Way Home? What? No spoilers. You know how bad it is where like I want to tell somebody just how great that movie was, and I want to tell them specific things about the movie, and I'm like, I can't because I don't want to be the spoiler guy.
Correct.
I mean, that's Cassidy Haynes. Cassidy Haynes is the man who gets the scoops and all the spoilers. Not this guy.
No, man, no spoilers. Remember, if you give away spoilers to the Spider-Man movie, you just might win a meet and greet to Stan Lee.
Ooh, wow. That's heinous.
Yeah.
That is heinous. That's like ass clamps right there. That's heinous.
Ass clamps.
It's a thing, my man. And with that, before we get to the Smackdown review, let's go pay some bills, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane. All these rules are lame. Have been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Great futures do start the Boys and Girls Club. And man, oh man. Look. Get into the Smackdown review.
Oh man. Hey. Smackdown Friday on Fox. And let me tell you, we had a pretty decent showing.
Shock and awe, ladies and gentlemen. Shock and awe. So the show kicks off with a tag team match, Sasha Banks and Toni Storm against Shotzi and Charlotte Flair. Now, I will say, Shotzi and Charlotte Flair seemed like a really odd pairing to me. Yes.
But, you know, whatever. Two heels against two baby faces. Sasha Banks and Toni Storm are now best friends, which guarantees that Sasha's going to turn on her at some point.
Yes. So we know those goddamn friends.
Yeah, we know that's going to happen. But anyway, we had a pretty decent tag team match. I mean, they gave him a good amount of time. Shotzi definitely got her licks in on Toni Storm early on in the match. Charlotte was not her usual queen self. I'm not going to say she was phoning it in, but yeah, Veer Mahan is driving for DoorDash and people are not tipping him. So he'll get there when he gets there.
Veer Mahan ain't driving for DoorDash. Veer Mahan is on a scooter.
He's on a bro scooter. He's on a bro scooter headed to Raw.
Right.
So, Sasha Banks gets into the match. She does all her usual moves. Charlotte Flair gets in. She does her chops. She gives a backbreaker. Shotzi, gets the hot tag, and then Sasha tags in Toni Storm. And Flair ends up getting in the ring and dives on Toni Storm to the outside, and they end up fighting. They end up both fighting inside the ring, and lo and behold, we get Toni Storm pinning Charlotte Flair, setting up nonsensically Toni Storm versus Charlotte Flair for the women's championship title before day one.
Oh, shenanigans.
So unless there's going to be a title match, I mean, so this is going to be, I don't know what their how many matches this will be for them. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Liv Morgan and
Becky
and Becky. They've had like multiple matches.
7,243 matches.
Yeah, so we'll have to have if the title's on the line, we'll have to have shenanigans, and then possibly a title change at day one. Possibly.
Well, the roll up into the bridge on Charlotte was awesome.
Yeah.
But here's something that made me laugh. The next match. Finally, the Viking Raiders get a fucking win, and they defeated your boy Stanky Shanky and the Maharaja. Don't hinder the gender.
So you know what's going to happen. So things have not been going well for the modern day Maharaja ever since he teamed up with Shanky. So at some point he's gonna ditch Shanky. He's gonna pull out a cell phone and he's gonna say, "Bro, we're putting the band back together."
Oh man, he's gonna go to Raw. He's gonna be like, "Listen here, Drew. Listen, Drew."
No, man, Drew's on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right. That's
Drew's
right.
on SmackDown.
He can walk down the hallway.
He might go retrieve Drew's sword for him.
He's like, Drew, I'm about to go beat these dudes up. Take your sword, and I promise
Like,
you, ladies
hey,
and
Drew,
gentlemen,
look, I got your sword back.
reunite 3MB.
It's
That's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry to tell you.
Vince, listen to me.
Vince, do not listen to
This
him.
money prints itself. This is ratings. You want Roman Reigns
don't
came
want
to the
that.
ring wearing a shirt that said needle mover. You know who's a needle mover? 3MB.
You're right. You're right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this right here live on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on BiasSam.net. I'm going to say it right here. Mr. Chemical Julian, the man, the mixologist himself, the dude, the man, the myth, the legend, the dude that's right here to the right of me. He's right. They are needle movers. Because when the needle's at 100 and they get together, it goes right back to fucking 0 because no one gives a shit about 3MB. Oh, man. This is why I'm the funny one and Julian is the straight man. He sets me up so well. Julian, thank you very much for that.
3MB all day, every day. So, yeah, the Viking Raiders, the big one hits the 747 off the top rope, just squashes the shit out of Shanky, or as I call him, Janky. And, of course, you can't pin the Maharaja. I mean, that's just not going to happen.
You can't pin the Maharaja, no.
You can't pin the Maharaja.
You can't take the loss. You're trying to reunite 3MB.
So Janky took the L, and sadly our tag team loses.
Okay, so then we go on from talking about the sword.
Okay, we can skip over this.
No.
We can skip over this.
This was funny to me. Look,
really.
We all know Baron Corbin is going to
funny.
Look, Baron Corbin is going to face McIntyre at fucking day one, and you're probably going to have a Excalibur sword on a pole match because he tried to pull a sword out like he was fucking like Sir Lancelot, and it was like he's like part of the Knights of the Round Table trying to pull a sword out of Adam Pearce's tail.
Dude, we had, for those of you who don't remember,
this is why I don't watch
and I know you don't remember. Last week, the GM of SmackDown told Drew McIntyre he couldn't bring his sword to the ring anymore, so Drew stabbed the sword through the table. And so evidently all this week, the sword has been stuck in this table.
It's like the sword in the stone, man.
So Drew packed up his bag. Drew, after SmackDown last week, Drew packed up his bag. He left the Staples Center or the Crypto.com Arena, whatever you want to call it. And he was like, oh shit, my sword, I left it in the fucking table. And so we see the moving crew of Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, because he's a madcap. And you see them just backstage pushing this table back and forth on a dolly with a sword sticking out of it. So we end up in a backstage segment where they're like in a boiler room. Let me tell you something. Somebody's listening to this podcast. You know why?
Because we said this a couple weeks ago.
Because back when Baron Corbin was broke Baron Corbin, we said, hey, what if they started doing backstage vignettes where Baron Corbin was in the boiler room, some undisclosed location, selling bootleg merch?
You said that like 2 weeks ago.
And so what do we get? We get a boiler room segment. Is him and Madcap with the stolen sword.
Oh my God.
And he's like, hey, don't turn on the lights. We don't want nobody to know where we are.
Look, ladies and gentlemen. Look, okay. We've been saying this shit for weeks. They listen to what we say, man. Someone is listening to this podcast. Either it's on Spotify, it's on Google, it's on Amazon, it's on iHeartRadio, it's on Pandora, it's on all the Twitter channels, all the YouTube channels that we're on, BiasSam.net, wherever, whatnot. Someone is watching this show and they're like, that guy Julian has got some good shit.
Not the 3MB thing. We'll get to that later.
Not that shit. No, they're like, no, needle moving shit. Move the needle, pal. That's what they do.
Let's move the needle by having Madcap and Baron Corbin steal a sword. So anyway, they steal said sword, and we get a backstage segment. So they're sitting there trying to get the sword out, and it's not happening. So, out comes Drew. And, and Drew pulls the sword out because, he's Drew. And, the sword also has a name. It's named Sonya.
Isn't it named after his mom, right?
Yeah. Oh, for those of you who don't know, a claymore is a type of sword. So his finishing move, a claymore, is not named after a mine that you would find in war. It's named after his sword. It's a claymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The mom's name is Angelica. Because his sword is angelic. Yeah.
Sure. So Drew pulls the sword out the table and goes about his business.
Because Drew is fucking Prince. Who's the guy? Who's the guy that pulled the sword out of the stone? Was it Lancelot? No, it was Arthur. It was King Arthur who pulled the sword out.
Yeah, it was Arthur.
Whatever. No one cares. Speaking of no one caring, Sami Zayn met with Adam Pearce.
Hey, if you've been watching Smackdown the past few weeks, and
I don't understand this, and I'm gonna
Sami
say this
Zayn
right
has
here.
been on fire.
I love Sami Zayn, and he is re-signing with Kevin Owens. He's going to resign.
Yep.
Now, here's the problem that I have. They need to give the Intercontinental belt back to him. So what did they do? They put him in a fucking 12-man gauntlet.
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Whoa. It's not just any 12-man gauntlet. It's a 12 Days of Christmas 12-man gauntlet match.
I was trying to get past that.
If I got to say Nikki ASH almost a superhero, you got to say 12 Days of Christmas.
It was a 12 Days of Christmas Intercontinental title gauntlet. To crown a number one contender for Shinsuke Nakamura's Intercontinental title, and it's going to happen next week. So,
which means what?
They ain't been 12 days.
But guess what? Guess what that means? Shinsuke is going to have a second title defense in, I don't know. 6 months? 9 months?
Remember back in the day when the Intercontinental Championship was the workhorse title of the WWE and it was defended? Oh, I'm sorry. That was when the Miz was doing that. He was defending that title like every fucking week.
Hey, do we have a stat guy for the show? Shane, are you the stat guy?
Shane is the stat guy. Shane, get on the stats.
Shane, tell us how many times has the Intercontinental title been defended since Bayley's been out?
Oh my God, Bayley's been out like I'm sorry, almost 9 months.
Yeah.
Because remember they were talking about Bayley was gonna be out 9 months. I said she must be pregnant because that's as long as it takes to have a baby. Oh my God.
So somebody tell me, since Bayley has been out, how many times the Intercontinental Championship has been defended?
Okay, so that's been since March.
I'll be generous and say 3 times, but I'm guessing it's 2. And
He's
once was
the Intercontinental title one time. Shinsuke has defended one time.
And once was
Shinsuke. So that's 2 times it's been defended.
But he had a rematch against Apollo Crews.
That doesn't count.
And
that's the first time. Okay, so 3 times. 3 times in the last 9 months.
Yeah.
Okay. That sucks.
That's once a quarter.
What about the 30-day rule? Like, if you don't defend the title in 30 days, you get stripped. Jack Tunney needs to come. Well, it's too bad Jack Tunney ain't around, because if Jack Tunney was around, he'd be like, take that belt off of you.
Yep. Start stripping people.
Stripping people. Man. Speaking of stripping people, what the fuck is the WWE doing to my boy Cesaro?
Man, I'm telling you, it is going to be Cesaro and Finn Balor in a tag team. And they're going to call them the Foreign Legion or something.
Ridge Holland from NXT
the
comes
British
up
Blacktop
to
Bully.
the main roster and defeats Cesaro
with the inspiration of Sheamus.
A big power slam targeting the injured ribs of Cesaro.
Hey, what do we say? You don't come to the ring with your ribs taped up.
I'm not happy about that.
Or you don't tell people that you're rib injured.
But what I say, if your ribs hurt, tape your kneecap. If your kneecap hurt, tape your elbows.
If my
ribs
are injured, I'd come out there with a McRib sandwich and be like, here, squash that motherfucker right there.
Oh, you said a McRib sandwich. That makes me hungry right now.
Yeah, not so much.
Not really.
So,
oh my God.
The next match that we get Naomi in the ring. And she calls out Sonya Deville, and Sonya Deville says, hey, as long as I got this suit on, you can't put your hands on me because I'm a general manager. And of course, our girl Naomi is goading her to get into the ring. So Sonya's like, all right, fine. And hold on, let me just take my jacket off. And out comes Shayna Basler, attacks her from behind. Now we got a match, and it's Naomi versus Shayna Basler. And Naomi steals a win.
She won. So two things are happening right here.
The rear view.
So look, two things are happening right here. One, Shayna is getting jobbed the fuck out. She is being made to look stupid by being the enforcer of Sonya Deville. Secondly, they're finally going to start pushing Naomi.
Now, hold on. We cannot say that Shayna's getting jobbed out. Remember what Whitney Houston said. For every win, someone must fail. So that's when you must take the time to exhale. Shoop, shoop, shooba-doo. So Shayna, go exhale. You had a great run when you were with Nia Jax, and y'all were just terrorizing the women's tag team division, and you were just stretching the hell out of people, and you was killing them, being a monster.
Breaking their elbows.
Now you're on the downside of your contract, and you got to take a few L's. And not like wins and losses matter anyway. Either way it goes, you go to the
This ain't AEW, right? Wins and losses don't matter yet.
Exactly.
Speaking of wins and losses not mattering, Nakamura only defended the title once.
Wow.
One time. Shout out to our boy Shane, the fact checker in the chat. Shane's also the moderator, so mind your P's and Q's, ladies and gentlemen, because Shane will be booting you out of.
He will boot you.
He will boot you. Shane told me he don't like people.
On this podcast, he wears Doc Martens just in case.
Yep. He says he got that size 15 boot. You know what they say about a man with big feet, right? He wears big socks.
Wear big shoes?
Where's big socks? God, you pervert. Come on. It's not look, we have one more minute before the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast After Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Two sexy black men on the air talking about big meaty men slapping meat on Smackdown.
Oh, yeah. Because almost however big 3 minutes be slapping meats.
Brought to you by bodyslam.net.
So what we had next was the Usos versus the New Day, or should I say King Woods and Kofi Kingston.
Sir Kofi Kingston, if you will.
Yes.
In public, if you will.
And they went back and forth saying backstage, hey, how about we beat you last week and we'll beat you tonight, and then we'll beat you again at day one. And the Usos are like, nah, well, you beat us last week and we'll beat you tonight, then we'll beat you again at day one. The back and forth was a little clumsy, but whatever. But anyway, the greater tag team won the match, and that was King Woods.
Trouble in Paradise.
And the King's hand, Kofi Kingston, which led to our next segment.
Well, wait. So we're talking about day one, January 1st, Saturday, January 1st. The WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship will be defended. The Usos, the ones that have been there since day one, day one-ish, the ones will take on the New Day for the 255,575 millionth time.
But I'm not mad at it.
Day one-ish.
Hey, you know what, though? And the reason why I'm not mad at it is because last week, live from the Staples Center, Crypto.com Coliseum, we got to see RK Bro versus the Usos versus the New Day. And, man, when I tell you the Usos did what the Usos do best, and that was be just straight up heels and just suck all of the hope out of the crowd when they thought Randy Orton was going to get the hot tag, and just keeping everybody down. The New Day came up with the win, but man, the Usos put in that work. And they really did show what a great tag team they are.
They surely did. And let's do this real quick. Let's go to a quick commercial break real quick. And we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with more of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules...
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Sorry, I had a wild animal alert here in my room. My podcast studio. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? And I was like, how's my cat getting here? Anyway,
Hey, got a question for you.
I have two answers.
On the 503 Originals commercial, there's somebody with a kendo stick beating the ropes, and there's a big pink blurred out image.
I refuse to answer on the grounds that it might incriminate us. Yeah, I refuse to answer. It's let's just say that image is a wrestler who has been canceled.
Oh.
So instead of redoing the commercial, we just canceled out that individual.
And I think I saw Just Exciting, but he didn't have a mask on, so I couldn't tell for sure.
Oh yeah, that was just exciting.
Okay.
So let's talk about what happened after the match.
So the Bloodline comes out with Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman's been waiting for the Bloodline to show up all show, and eventually the limo pulls up. Out comes your WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. He's got on a shirt that says Needle Movers. Obviously, it's a 3MB t-shirt. I really respect that. And no, Paul Heyman meets him, and they go to the ring. And
Wait, before you go any further, you said he had a shirt that said what?
Needle Mover.
So remember earlier we were talking about AEW, and you were saying that AEW is taking pot shots with the Owen Hart thing?
Yes.
That Needle Mover is a pot shot at AEW.
Yes, it is.
Because AEW has been moving the needle, and your tribal chief says that he's the needle mover.
He said he's the needle mover.
By himself. No one else.
Yes.
Continue.
But so Roman Reigns comes out to the ring, and he's got Paul in the ring, and he's got a couple questions for Paul, and he wants to know, hey Paul, so why exactly are you protecting Brock Lesnar? Because if you remember from last week, Brock Lesnar did Paul Heyman did refer to himself as Brock Lesnar's advocate.
That's right. He said he's the advocate for the Beast Incarnate, the man who wears the suspenders and.
When Brock had his segment in the ring with the enigmatic Sami Zayn, he's like, "Hey, what's this? Canadian bro bullshit? You're the possibly future reigning, defending, etc., Universal Champion. So Roman wants to know, so what's up with that? And that's right, Sasha, you tell him. So he gave an honest answer. And he really wanted to know, can I trust you, wise man? And then he reminded him, you're not blood. He told Paul Heyman, you're fired. And then gave him a Superman punch.
Okay, so so I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Yes, sir.
Not Roman Reigns advocate, not the Beast Incarnate's advocate, the devil's advocate. It's a swerve. Roman Reigns is going to stay champion at day one. He's going to defeat Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
He's going to defeat Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar thinks he's pulling a swerve with Paul Heyman on Roman.
And Paul's going to
Paul is swerving the swerve.
Yeah.
And Paul's going to turn on Roman at day one. He's going to turn on Brock Lesnar at day one, and Roman's going to retain the championship because they're already slated for a best of 5 series match. And people don't realize it. They've already been set. Like, this is going to be your main event at WrestleMania. I'm saying it right here on the podcast, right here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, live here on BySM.net, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here we're here 3 days a week, shooting the shit with you guys, letting you know the truth behind wrestling. Truth in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is going to be your WrestleMania matchup for the Universal Championship.
Even
Roman,
Paul told Roman, I'm not protecting Brock Lesnar from you. I'm protecting you from Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
And they went so far as to put the chair under Paul's head to give him the concerto. And that's when the Beast Incarnate came out for the save.
Mm-hmm. Now,
of course, everybody gets beat up by Brock. So
Brock hits the F5 on Roman.
F5 for everybody.
He hits the F5 on Roman like, yo, take this. So, what does that tell you?
And that's how the show goes off the air.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing right here on the podcast, live here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, Friday Night Fights, where we talk about AEW Rampage, we talk about WWE Smackdown. We're going to talk about the best of the best, and we're going to shit on the worst of the worst. And this storyline is the worst of the worst. It writes itself. A fan. Look, Harriet Tubman. Okay? Harriet Tubman is in that tunnel, freeing the slaves. And even she can see this shit. Vince McMahon thinks you guys are all stupid. That's why he puts on these stupid ass storylines that look, my daughter hates wrestling. I tell my daughter, hey, because of wrestling, you're here. The house that we live in, the clothes on your back, the car that I drive, all came from wrestling. I mean, not from my news job, but from wrestling. This podcast came from wrestling. Your Christmas gifts came from wrestling. And she said, Dad, that story they're telling? She looked at me. She goes, can I say it? I said, sure. My daughter's 13. I know she does this when I'm around, but she says, that story, Dad, is bullshit. She got up and walked away. Look, if my daughter can say that, and she don't even watch wrestling, you people watch it. This is an abusive relationship. Get out while you can now.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is the best example of long-form storytelling that WWE has given us in quite some time. I'm going to take it. They make movies, pal.
Yeah, they're the next Marvel.
It's no Spider-Man No Way Home.
Look, man. Look. I just want to tell people about Spider-Man Far From Home. Ladies and gentlemen, go out and see that damn movie. It was great. Go see that movie. It was great. Look, if Dave Meltzer saw that movie, he'd give it a fucking 5.5 stars. It was that good.
And remember, the Green Goblin is a fan of Arn Anderson.
Glock Anderson. And ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Before we let you go, if you want to be part of Body Slam Down, you want to be part of Slam Nation, you want to become Slamtastic, you want to be the big slammer. If you want to be a big meaty man slamming meat, go to www.bodyslam.net. You can look it up. You can go actually just do this. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you want to support the channel, you want to keep the website going so we continue to bring you a wide and entertaining variety of pro wrestling and MMA related content. Go to www.slamchats.com. That is www.slamchats.com. It's in the ticker right there, ladies and gentlemen. www.slamchats.com. Look, you go ahead and you donate whatever it is, $1, $2, $3, $5, $100, whatever. It'll help
Keep
us
the
out
lights on.
It will keep the lights on. It will pay the rent, like the pizza guy in Spider-Man. The rent's due. The rent's due.
We got kids.
Hey, not like Heath Slater. He got kids. You can also check out the news at www.bodyslam.net. That is www.bodyslam.net. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and give you the smooth jazz voice real quick. Because I know some of you guys like the smooth jazz voice. For all your pro wrestling needs, go to bodyslam.net. For all your pro wrestling needs and news. And if you want to listen to us while driving around in your car, blasting your oldies, listen to your Mariah Careys, your Whitney Houstons, your Cardi B's.
The Temptations Christmas.
Ooh, man. Look, Bing Crosby, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Anyway, you can always go listen to us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all your major podcast platforms. And if you want to watch this show on regular TV, you can do this. You can go to
3 days a week, not 3MB. 3 days a week. If you're in the Portland, Oregon area, Mondays at 10 p.m. on Channel 22 Xfinity TV and Channel 8002 CenturyLink TV. Tuesdays, 9:30 p.m. Channel 23 Xfinity TV, Channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. And finally, on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m., Channel 11 Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
Man, we are everywhere. If you want to check us out on Twitter, you can go to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on the Twitter machine, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to buy some cool hats, t-shirts, beanies, all that good shit when it's cold outside, you can go to www.503originals.com. That is www.503originals.com to get all that cool shit. And if you want to read some cool articles, remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's real simple, real easy, real cool. You can go to www.bodyslam.net because there's always stuff dropping. As a matter of fact, I just shot a cool interview with the Ring of Honor, the founder of Ring of Honor, Kerry Silkin. You can watch that. You can go to the YouTube channel right now where you're watching this show, youtube.com/bodyslam.net. There's youtube.com/bodyslam.net. You can watch that interview. There's another interview that just dropped. As a matter of fact, it's going to be dropping tomorrow with LSG. These are people that were at Ring of Honor's final battle. He was in that crazy, hellacious 10-man tag team match that opened up the show. Man, it was awesome. It was amazing. Okay, look.
But remember, he's better than you.
But check it out. Check it out. There's more. There's more. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary voice of Ring of Honor, Mr. Caprice Coleman. His interview will be dropping on Sunday. Great guy. Been around a long time. Trained by Matt and Jeff Hardy. Not like that dude that snuck backstage at AEW last week and claimed he was trained by Jeff Hardy. This guy actually has been trained by Jeff Hardy. Yes, he was actually trained by Jeff Hardy. Also, the man who just challenged Trevor Murdoch for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship at the last pay-per-view. My boy Mike Knox, Big Knox, shot an interview with him too. That's going to be dropping on Monday. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get the coolest shit, just go check out www.bodyslam.net. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Join that group because you never know when some secret cool shit will be dropping. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, Friday Night Fights. We'll be talking about Rampage and Smackdown. For your boy, Chemical Julian, the mixologist of professional wrestling. He do the mixing up shit too. And your boy, the franchise, WB Bad Blood, the OIWA North American champion. We will see you when we see you.
See you Monday.